done a Lido update in ages. Lido Captain Video toy pieces. 1952 to maybe 1955. That's when the show went off the air. Image courtesy ToySoldierHQ.com. Just wanted to look them over, and I figured we'd take a gander here. What got me on about them are the little Cracker Jack versions here. There's the rocket tank version, and there's, I forget what that kind of ship design is called. My favorite is this blue rocket tank with the yellow laser cannon. That thing is all business. And the larger ones all linked together into a train of vehicles. And I'm glad that I got it out right now, because it was only upon inspecting them this time that it sunk in that I've got some damage here on this one. It's missing its train hitches on both the front and the back. So guess what? It gets to be painted. And we'll use a simplistic approach like I used here on the Crimson Clipper. I'm not sure who made these. Empire Plastic. Somewhat later, it's a soft plastic cast in this deep crimson red, so I called it the Crimson Clipper in honor of King Crimson. And this one will get a similar, just kind of barely detailing it view. And it was also when looking them over that I realized, if I get cagey about swapping accessory pieces, I've got at least one more complete ride. Here, there's a misplay. Those two are missing pieces. That one's missing its pieces. These two are obviously missing both of them. But I don't know if there's a way that they're supposed to be arranged per vehicle. But I don't like that mast on the red space tank. I'm thinking maybe that green turret might do better, and we pull the mast off of that and put it on either one of those two vehicles, or maybe the silver one too. Green one has a little piece of damage. I've got the broken bit. Only piece of Lido that I've painted so far is this damaged figure. I was pleased with it at the time. Looking at it now, it's like, my methods of painting them have changed since I did that probably last fall or last winter. And it could definitely be sort of altered and tweaked up a little bit. They're not, these aren't that hard to find. With their accessory pieces, they tend to cost some money. And in their original boxes, they all came in like a little Matchbox kind of box. I got to bid on one in a box once. Somebody else took it. Image courtesy of ToySoldierHQ.com, demonstrating the different forms and their names. I mean, I didn't pay more than 10 or 20 for anything that you're looking at here. It just acquired them over time because I'd taken a shine to the design forms, and it took until I had these here in front of me to realize that Cracker Jack had cribbed some of it. You can see the turret rise there on that, and most importantly around the front of the tank, that sort of ribbed spoiler design, which is a simplification of that there, and of course the arrow design of that. So Cracker Jack was ripping off all sorts of. They also did miniaturized, charm-sized versions of Archer Spacemen and Premier Spacemen. Everything, all of the larger vehicles have a Captain Video scroll on it somewhere, except this one here. That's the one, which is cast in a almost a vinyl. I don't want to call it soft plastic. The rest of them, I think, are all hard plastic. And there's its hard plastic equivalent there with the Captain Video scroll on its tail. And this has no mark. It does have a Lido. They all have a mark underneath. Lido, USA. We're upside down there, whatever. Life goes on. They also had a little rocket launcher kit. I don't have the launcher, but I've got some of the rocket over here. And all but one of my blue rockets are damaged. I've got a nice... Got all the pieces. They arrived damaged. The red ones are all in pretty good shape. These two here, I got some of a funny little dimple in their casting. They could end up getting painted, and those could serve as like wrecked rocket ships in space settings with noble astronauts trudging away to rocket off again another day. Figures here are by Airfix and Mark's copies, and that's a smaller sort of weeny little rocket car they made as well. Upright specimen missing its wheels, but it can still function fine as a rocket for a little artwork. And I'm pretty sure all these were featured in the T-Cone Superior Spaceport playset. Immense thing. Look it up sometime. It's a general Lido box. Didn't get out the figures for this. We got plenty of figures, and then the larger Future Men figures and some of their military pieces, including the military figures that were part of the T-Cone space set as well. These are not space vehicles. I'm pretty sure it's like a Bonneville Flats racer, but I think the form is absolutely fantastic. Trying to get an Airfix astronaut to fit in there. It doesn't quite do it, but I like him standing up here in this with the Mark's little copy of a Mark's spaceman.
Stop what you're doing and get off of the vehicle.
Like RoboCop's voice there. And obviously this one is lacking its wheels, so Lido on the bottom. Soft plastic. I was even thinking, I could paint that to make it look like it's all rusty. Use that brown base color as an attribute rather than, how am I gonna prime that over? Maybe we don't, and just detail it out to make it look sort of rusted up or used or in service, like the Crimson Clipper. Yeah, Lido Toys Captain Video stuff. It's cool.